guys, so today I'm going to be filming a MAC lipstick collection. I've never done one of these videos. I can't believe I haven't because I've been loving MAC lipsticks for a very long time, especially the whole time I've been on YouTube, which has been a long time. I've definitely done a MAC collection before, but I haven't done a lipstick video with like swatches and everything, so you're in for a treat. So I'm going to start with one of my early favourites, which I would never ever wear anymore, but this is Viva Glam Gaga. This was Lady Gaga's like Viva Glam kind of collaboration with MAC. This happened years ago, and I remember like everyone wanting this lipstick so bad, so I brought it. It wasn't really my shade at the time. I have used a considerable amount of it for it not being kind of my type of shade. But I'm more into this kind of like brownie nude now rather than this kind of like bright baby pink colour. As you can see on the swatch, it doesn't particularly suit me that well. And yeah, it's in like the red packaging with the red little thing around the middle, which is like what the Viva Glam lipsticks come in. I've got a couple of those in my collection. Then it's just got Lady Gaga's signature around the little red bit. And it is a really pretty shade. I remember really wanting this when I was younger, and being on the MAC website, like getting it as soon as it came out, but it's just not my type of shade anymore. The next one I've got here is Crosswires, and this is one of the ones that I love in the summer months. It's a really kind of like bright corally colour, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my absolute favourites. I never really wear it at like this time of the year or in the winter or any time, but when it gets into summer it is my absolute favourite. It's a really nice like bright corally colour. It is quite bright, like it's a lot more bright than I remembered when I put it on in the swatch. I also love Sea Sheer, which we'll see a little bit later, as like a corally colour, and that's a little bit more of like a duller colour, and this one's a bit brighter. This is in the formula Cream Sheen. I used to love Lustres when I was younger. Lustre matte finish was my favourite finish when I was younger. Nowadays it's not so much. I much prefer more one that's going to stay on my lips, like a Cream Sheen or a matte lipstick. The next one here is Brave, and I love this shade. I haven't worn it in ages though. I had this before the kind of Kylie Jenner lip brown nude thing. I had this for a while before that. I've used quite a lot of it, and for me this is more of kind of like a browny pinky nude. It's not so much of just a brown nude. Velvet Teddy is a brown nude. This one's a lot more pink in it. It is really nice though, and it's slightly darker than Faux. It's slightly more brown than Faux in my opinion. I do really like this. As I say, I haven't used it in a while. I have like a little pouch that I keep in my handbag with kind of like lipsticks and a powder and stuff for in the daytime, and this one hasn't been in that pouch. It hasn't been getting used recently. The next one I have is Hot Tahiti. I love this one, and I haven't worn it in a long time. I've actually really enjoyed doing this video because being able to look at the lipsticks and swatch them again has made me realise that there's loads that I love. This one is a really kind of different colour because it's like a purpley kind of like vampy colour, but when you put it on it comes off slightly like with a red tinge in my opinion. I should have worn this in the winter time, but I hadn't really worn it. I don't really know why. This is a glaze finish, which I don't have many of these kind of finishes. And I think that's why I think at the moment I am very much into a matte lip if it's going to be dark. Like this one here is Well that's on my lips currently, and yeah, for me I think that I'm more into kind of like a matte finish, which is why I probably haven't used this one in a while. The next one is one that I used to absolutely adore, and this is Lovelorn. I think at one time I ended up going into a MAC store and buying another one of these, so I didn't realise it was the same colour. And at one time where I didn't remember like the name and the shade names that I had, I went and bought another one of these and I was like, oh, I think I gave it to someone or sold it or whatever. Anyway, this is really pretty. It's like a pretty pink colour. Again, not something I would wear anymore. I think it is the finishes. I'm pretty sure this is a Lustre, yeah. And they are like just quite shiny on the lips, which isn't too bad if you just want something to chuck on and walk out the door. But if I'm putting a lipstick on and I want it to stay all day, or if I'm doing a video, or if I'm vlogging or anything like that, I don't want my lipstick to be like coming off within 5 minutes, which is what the Lustre finishes are. The Lustre finishes for me, I put them on and they come off within like 2 seconds once you've eaten, because they are more just like a pigmented lip balm, I guess. They're just a really moisturising lipstick that is not going to stay on throughout things. So I guess that's why I don't use them anymore, but it is a really pretty colour, and I didn't mind it when I actually tried it on, whereas the Viva Glam Gaga I was like, oh my god, I'm not wearing this. The next one I've got here is Faux. This is one I wear a lot at the moment, and I've really got into wearing it recently. When I first got it I was like, it's nice, it's not amazing. Velvet Teddy has always been my favourite since I've got it, and this one is in kind of the same category, but it's not very brown. I think it looks a lot more of a brown pink in the actual bullet. When you put it on the lips, I do think it comes off a lot more pink. I do really like it, and I like it when I've got kind of like a nice light makeup look. If I've got something that's really fresh and I just haven't got loads of makeup on, or if I've just got a nice pink blush and just a really like light eyeshadow, I really like it with that kind of look. And I have been wearing it a lot more recently. I just haven't worn it tons since I've got it. I've just realised while doing this video, I don't know where MAC Patisserie has gone, because I didn't swatch it. Where the hell has that gone? Like, I literally don't know. I only used it like the other day. It must have been a different drawer. Sorry, you're not going to have MAC Patisserie in this video. The next one we've got here is MAC Hug Me. And the Patisserie and Hug Me are very similar. MAC Patisserie has always been recommended by like Lily Pebbles and Viviana Does Makeup. And I remember going out and getting it, and it was really, really nice. I'm pretty sure it's a luster finish. This one is too. I do really like both of these. They are brown nudes. I've had them for quite a long time. Definitely before the Kylie Jenner brown nude situation. But I do really like this one. It's one that I do go to and chuck on. It is a very chuck on lipstick, and I like those kind of shades. The next one I have here is Twig, which is in my kind of like top favourites at the moment. It's one that I keep in my little pouch in my handbag, and it is a really, really nice shade. It's more of a brown nude, and it's definitely a bit darker than Velvet Teddy. I do think it's got more of like an orangey tinge to it though, more of like a brick colour, does that make sense? Whereas Well that I've got on here is more of like a true brown kind of situation. This one's definitely got more of kind of like an orangey tone to it, but it's really pretty. Again, it's one that I can just chuck on. It is a bit darker, so it does make more of a statement in a makeup look as well. But yeah, I do love this one. The next one I have is Diva. Now, this was my favourite last year. In first year of uni, every single time I went out, I would wear this. There was literally, that was like my go-to going out lipstick. I would just do like a nice light smoky eye and then chuck this on every single time. I love this lipstick. It's one of my favourites. This is a matte, and I just think it's a classic. Because I've used it on so many nights out, it looks a little bit worse for wear. It doesn't look great in the packaging, but I do love it. It's one of my long favourites. My next one that I have is Viva Glam 5. Now, I had this a long time ago and I completely finished it and then never really bought it again, just because I kind of have like 500 lipsticks, so I don't see the point. But I asked for this one for my birthday or Christmas, and somebody bought it for me for my birthday and Christmas. Can't exactly remember who, sorry. And this is really unusual lipstick. It's kind of like a brown nude, and one that I don't wear that often, but when I tried it on for this video, I was like, yes. I was like, I really like that. Again, it's a luster finish because I was obsessed when I was younger. I would go to the MAC counter and pick all the luster ones. Like, I swear I've got like all of them. And this is like a brown nude, like one that definitely suits me, but it's got kind of this like gold shimmer running through it, which makes it look really pretty on the lips, especially in the summertime. You can't see the gold shimmer, but it just looks a little bit more shimmery, a little bit more like lightweight, not as kind of like bam, you're wearing a brown nude. I just really like this, and if you're not too sure on the brown nude trend at the moment, I definitely give this one a go, or Hug Me that I mentioned earlier. The next one I have here is Mocha, and this one again I absolutely love. It has got more of a browny orangey tone to it again. As you will see on the swatch, it's just slightly different to other brown nudes that are kind of out. It's less of a true brown. It's more of like an orangey brown, but does that even work? I'm not entirely sure, but it is really pretty. I do really like it. It's one that I wear quite often. Next one I have is Rebel. Now, this one is a recent purchase. I did a MAC haul. I'm talking recent in the past like 6 months. I think I got it just before Christmas, and I did like a MAC haul and I included it in there. And I literally haven't worn it since then, because I thought this was like a dark purpley colour on my lips, really vampy, really dark. As you can see in the swatch, it comes out a lot more bright and vibrant of a purple, which is really strange because in the bullet it looks nothing like it does when it comes out. It comes out a lot more vibrant, and it's a bit different. I do still like the shade, and if I have an occasion to wear it, I will definitely wear it. And it's one that I do like to have in my collection because it's a real staple matte lipstick. I know a lot of people do talk about MAC Rebel. This is a satin finish. I do like these ones, but mattes are my favourite, as I've said. These are slightly... If you were to talk about foundation, this would be like a semi-matte. It wouldn't be quite a matte lipstick, but as I say, it kind of like slips and slides slightly when you've got a really dark, kind of vibrant shade on your lips. You don't want it to slip and slide that much, so that's why I don't really kind of gravitate towards this one that much. Then I have this one, which is from the MAC Christmas collection, not the year just gone, the year before, and this is in the colour Salon Rouge. This is a matte shade. It's really pretty packaging. It's like black with loads of like silver glitter on it. It looks like little like stars or whatever. It's a really nice shade. It reminds me of Diva, but slightly lighter, slightly less purple. This is more of a red rather than a purple in comparison to Diva. I do really like it. I haven't worn it that many times, I have to say. I do really like it though. It's a lovely shade. I just need an occasion to wear it. And I think, as I've mentioned like 10 times in this video, I am gravitating more to like matte shades. If I want to wear a red, I wear like a liquid lipstick or something that is going to stay on the whole day, and I think that's why I don't wear this that often. But it's such a pretty shade and the packaging is so gorgeous. Then I have Syrup, which I've had for such a long time. This looks disgusting, I have to say. It probably could do with being thrown out. I do really like this shade though, and you can tell because the slant on this lipstick is so like this. I do really like it. It's one of my favourite shades. It's a really pretty throw-on colour. It's like a really unusual, it's like a purpley nude. Like, it's a really unusual colour. Again, this is a luster finish. What a surprise. But this one is really nice luster-wise. Like, it's just a really one that you can just throw on your lips. You can walk out the door. You know it's made your makeup look finished. And I think, you know, some lipsticks you put them on and they make your makeup look less finished. That's not one for me. I much prefer one that finishes makeup off, you can walk out the door and be sorted, and this is one of those. This one is another one that I've never worn out the house. I don't have a clue what I was thinking when I brought it. I actually bought this a year ago. I like literally saw a picture that I posted on Twitter yesterday or the day before from Time Hop from a year ago, and it was me buying this lipstick. And it is fluorescent pink. It's this bright pink with like blue sheen in it. I don't know why I thought I would buy this. Maybe I was thinking, oh yeah, let's wear this neon pink. Don't really know, don't really understand myself a year ago. Sorry, Jess. As you can see in the swatch, it's very, very bright. I do like it, think it looks pretty. Don't really know when I would possibly wear it. I'll say, oh, I could wear it on holiday, but I prefer like orangey shades on holiday. Do you like orangey shades? I like pinks, but not this fluorescent neon colour. I don't really know what I was thinking. It's a really pretty shade, and it's an amplified finish, a bit of a new one. But yeah, I don't know, I don't know what I was thinking. This one is one that I love, and it's Fever Glam 3. It comes out in a really nice colour on the lips. It's like a really dark brown nude with a bit of purple chucked in there and a bit of red. It's really nice. I like the effect it has on the lips. I think it's a real like standout lip. I remember wearing this to like the Christmas markets when I went with Bradley, and it was just a really nice colour. It's like wintry and Christmassy without being red. And I really like it. It's kind of a shame that we're getting into summer now. I'm going to have to chuck away my dark colours, like my dark browns and stuff like that. Velvet Teddy's staying, don't worry guys, but like the dark colours like this are going to have to go. Talking about the star of the show, here it is. Velvet Teddy is my absolute favourite. I talk about it every single day. If anybody ever asks me what MAC lipstick to get, I tell them Velvet Teddy. It is my favourite lipstick of all time. I could literally, I'm not joking, I could throw out every other lipstick that I ever had. Like literally I would not miss it if I had this one. Very close to finishing it. I love it so much. I wear it pretty much every day, and I try to make myself wear other things. So I'm like, I can't just wear this. I've got all these lip products. But this is just amazing. It's just the best shade ever. I do want some Kylie lip kits, and I think Dolce K will be kind of like a similar shade to this, just slightly darker. But I'm in love with this. It's my absolute favourite. Here we have Sea Sheer that I was talking about earlier on in the video. Again, this is like a coral colour. I really like this. I feel like I need some more bright matte lipstick shades. I feel like the majority are brown nudes. It's because that's what I love at the moment, and that's what I've been wearing. But this one is really, really pretty colour. It's really nice for in the summertime. This is a luster finish once again. It looks really nice on the lips though, this one does. I really like it. It looks really like shiny and glossy, and just makes your makeup look really, really pretty, and I do love this one. And then we have Angel. Oh my god, wait for the swatch. It looks horrendous on me. This was one that when I started YouTube, everybody was talking about. It was Angel Myth. What's that one? The like peachy nude. I can't remember what it is. That one. And there was like another nude colour, literally, and everyone was going crazy for them. So I was like, I'll buy them. Anyway, I bought these lipsticks and I was like, none of them look good on me. Like, I just wasn't into that kind of shade. Like, it just didn't look good with like real nude lipsticks on. So I sold Myth, and I sold whatever that other colour is that I'm trying to think about. And they kept this one. This one still looks horrendous on me. Literally, it looks awful. In the like tube, it doesn't look like it should look awful, but it comes off so light on my lips and it just looks horrendous. This is a frost finish as well, so not one of my favourites. And yeah, that just looks awful in the swatch. I'll keep this one for nostalgia purposes. Then I have this one, which is the Wonder Woman lipstick in Masque d'Or. I can never say it, but basically it's a bit of a story to this one. Well, I bought my first MAC lipstick from a CCO in Bicester Village, and it was this lipstick, but it wasn't this one. It was this one. And so I've got this one. This is my oldest MAC lipstick. It's right nearly to the ground. And I brought this and I was like, oh my god, I love it. Like, it was my favourite shade. I used it for years and years and years. And I was like, oh my god. And there's no, like, you can hardly see the shade name on the bottom at all. It was a really, like, old lipstick. It was no longer out as in a collection or something like that. And then the Wonder Woman collection came out and I brought quite a few bits and bobs from the Wonder Woman collection. Then I sold quite a lot of it because I was looking like I needed some money. I wasn't really using it that much, which I regret because I really wish I had some of it now. But this lipstick I didn't, and I realised they're the same shade. If you've been around for a long time, you'll realise, like, you'll remember the story, but they're exactly the same shade. And on the bottom, like, of this one, you can see a couple of words, and they're, like, exactly the same as the ones on here. So yeah, that's my little story of how this lipstick came about. So I have two of these, and I really like them. They're really, really nice nude. Again, really easy to put on. Obviously, a luster finish. Really, really nice to put on. It reminds me of the Viva Glam 5 I was talking about, but just lighter, because it has got that kind of, like, gold shimmer running through it again. Looks really pretty on the lips. I do really like this one. Again, the packaging is gorgeous. And then last but not least is Whirl. I love this one. I've got it on now. It's one of my favourites. I do wear it quite often. I really like this one for making a statement with a makeup look. If I've just got quite an easy to go makeup look on, I want to film a video, or I want to go out, or I'm literally going from day to night, I will put this on because I feel like it really, really like amps up a makeup look. I do absolutely love this. Sorry for the really, really long video, but I've really enjoyed showing you the MAC lipsticks that I have in my collection. If you have any recommendations of any you think I would like, according to the ones that I've got in my collection, except from that fusion pink, bright pink colour and angel, then please let me know down below. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and please subscribe if you haven't before if you enjoy my videos, and I will speak to you next time.